I would like to start off by making and saying this is going to be a very sad video. I'm going about some things I would like to say. I know we're going through a global pandemic right now, and the things that um, that people have to understand: social distancing is very important, so we can keep our friends, our family, our loved ones, people that we got to protect ourselves, and we got to protect them protecting themselves as well. So we have to wear a mask when we go out into stores. Um, Depending on what state you're in, if that state says, hey, you have to wear a mask, it's the law, just wear it. Don't fight it, just wear the mask. Because not only you're protecting yourself, but those people who are essential workers, they're protecting themselves as well, so they won't get the coronavirus. Now, I will also like to say thank you to the first responders people who work at the hospital, firefighters, doctors, and people who don't get recognized, who are essential workers, are the post office people, UPS, FedEx, Amazon, people who work at the supermarket, um, Staples, Best Buy, cab drivers. Um, I can just go on with the whole list, but you guys know what I'm saying, what I mean. Now, this video is very sad and it's disturbing. I've been watching a lot of things on YouTube, what's been going on out in Minneapolis. There is no need to start looting and destroying your neighborhood, your community. These people, we as American citizens, we went through a pandemic, a very global, dangerous pandemic. Every state was trying to open up very slowly. Some were open up very fast. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about what's been going on in the United States. I've seen it on the news. I've seen it on YouTube. Whereas this police officer put his knee on George Floyd's neck, and you can hear him in the video saying that he cannot breathe. He's begging for his life. There's no need for a human being to sit there on the ground begging for his life all over a $20 bill. That's not cool. To the person who called the cops on him for a $20 bill, you should just taken it. Speaking of calling the cops, this video for all you Karens out there, think this is all fun and games? Look what happened. Look at this whole crisis right now. To all you Karens, yeah, you guys know who you are. I seen you guys on YouTube. Makes me sick to my stomach when you guys call the cops on my peoples. We don't do anything to you guys. Calling us on barbecue, apartments, Starbucks, in a park. Are you serious? You are the reason why that you're gonna get my people's killed. That's not cool. You Karens out there who love calling the cops on my peoples, I think that you guys should be charged. If my peoples get killed, you should be charged with murder. You Karens out there, this ain't no joke. You should sit in jail or prison for making a false public alarm. This is somebody's life. This is somebody's family. This is somebody's loved one. This is somebody's friend. You have no right to call in the cops. You should just mind your own business. Let my people do what they want to do. Have a cookout, sit down, go to Starbucks, enter their own apartment, walk through the park. If they're not bothering you, Karens better stop. You Karens should go to jail for making a false public alarm. Me, what's going on as I'm watching this on the news on YouTube over in Minneapolis, that store person who called the cops should have just taken the money. I couldn't even get no sleep last night. I was restless. They say, restless sleep, restless soul. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. But all I know is I couldn't get no sleep because of what's going on. And I decided to watch more and more and more about this whole problem what we have here in the United States. It's never going to go away. And I'm sorry for saying it, but it's sad, but it's true. The only thing that we can do to make things right is by doing a peaceful protest. There's no reason to go into a community that your state is very open up very slowly. Your city is open up very slowly for businesses. Not only these people who are rioting, setting things on fire, doing mass destruction is uncalled for. These people that's doing all these rioting and destroying their communities and destroying their neighborhoods, you just took food out of these people who go to work 9 to 5. You took food out of their mouth, their kids' mouth, their grandkids' mouth, their family's mouth, their friends' mouth, their neighbors' mouth. You destroyed businesses. You looted their jobs. You looted your own community. You destroyed your own community. That is not called for. You want to have your voice heard? Protest in a peaceful way. Not just going around destroying Target, CVS, sneakers stores, corporations, you know what they're going to do to that neighborhood? If you guys are lucky, they might keep that store in your neighborhood. Might. But don't be surprised when corporate to be like, you know what? You destroyed Target. We'll put it 30 miles from that neighborhood. Or 40 miles. They had to close down Target and CVS, Rite Aid. You destroyed these people's businesses. You destroyed your community. You destroyed your neighborhood. These people have to go to work. That's their livelihood. That is something that you took away from the community. You destroyed property. You set things on fire. And when you do that, and you're gonna, sorry for saying this, but it's my video, you're gonna bitch and complain about, oh, there's no work. Well, look at all those people stealing, doing a shopping spree. Not only you did a shopping spree, but those cameras are still rolling. Just because you're wearing a mask don't mean those cameras are still rolling. And yeah, cameras are everywhere. People got you on footage on their cell phones. You didn't think about that, did you? You want to go into Target. You want to burn down buildings. Those cameras are still rolling. Cameras on the streets, rolling. Yeah, you didn't think about that part, huh? You want to go into a business, all you rioters want to go out there and steal from your own neighborhood, and you want to destroy people's jobs? We are going through a seriously global pandemic. You guys have to understand that when, depending on what state you in, they're trying to open up businesses so people can go back to work and they can follow the CDC guidelines by wearing a mask. I've seen on YouTube by the news that there are angry protesters who are wearing masks are looting. That is not called for. To my peoples out there who did like the where we lost so many family and our peoples, the victims asked, if you're going to protest, do it peacefully. Do not destroy any property. You're destroying property. You're destroying businesses. You're destroying and setting things on fire, whereas these people have to go to work so they can provide for their family, so they can keep a roof over their heads. And here you are destroying their jobs. You're destroying the community. You're destroying your own neighborhood. I don't agree with it. I was watching YouTube, and I seen a lot of things, that not only has this whole destruction of property has left Minneapolis, but it made it to California, made it to Massachusetts, to New York, to like my state, and it made it to, I think I said Florida. If I did, I'm sorry for saying it twice. Ohio, um, you know, police brutality has been happening to to my people. I'm sorry for saying our, but I'm just so frustrated with this whole, like, you know, this looting is uncalled for. Police brutalities has been happening to my people for a very long time, and it's sad, very, very sad. I remember sitting down. This is like in the late 90s, where we had camcorders at the time. No cell phones, just camcorders. There was a motorist got pulled out of his car and got beat down, almost died. And another motorist stopped his or her vehicle. That person took their camcorder and literally videotaped these white cops beat down a black motorist. At the time, yeah, Los Angeles, I think, was it Los Angeles? Yeah, I think so. I think Los Angeles went up in flames, or watts. But don't get, I'm could be right or I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but um, yeah, it went up in flames. And you know, I'm pretty well educated and very smart. I might be wrong in some things, but I do my homework to back up my information. I could dissect and listen to what things are said in music